What's going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome to episode 2 of the Barcelona B career mode. And in this episode, as requested, I'm going to be doing financial takeover, but I'm only allowed to buy players between 17 and 24 that are also Spanish, just to keep the series a little bit more realistic, as otherwise, I could just buy any old player with the amount of money I get from the financial takeover, and it just wouldn't be realistic. And I think this is what I want this series to kind of be about, kind of have a little bit of realism to it, but at the same time have a bit of fun with it also. Just bring in players that you wouldn't usually see at a B team, especially a Barcelona B team. Although I'm not sure about that, because Barcelona have such a solid A team that some of these players that I've shortlisted may actually be in the B team. Like if they were actually with the team, I don't think they'd be in the main team, but we pick up the financial takeover there, and hopefully we can pick up some solid players, have a bit of fun in this career mode, see what we can do really. And I'll load the Barcelona B career mode up straight away here, just so I don't put it on the QPR career mode series accidentally. And we're going in here, and well, we got a game against Melbourne Hearts. And I decided to play it actually because, we haven't played a friendly yet, so this would be a good chance to see what the team's like, how it plays and everything. And we're going into this with quite a solid lineup, although we've got Jordi Massip in goal. He's not our first team goalkeeper at the moment, but I'm looking to sell him on or loan him out maybe, because I've got another goalkeeper in mind that is a lot more solid and has a lot higher potential for sure. But something that I didn't realise in this game is that we were going into it and we had high pressure turned on, and I don't know if that's default, but it seemed that we were pushing up the pitch quite a lot. And I know that a lot of our Spanish players have kind of high work rates, especially some of the defenders. They have high low or high medium work rates, so they push up the pitch quite a lot. That's why I bought a Jetty as an exception, because I kind of needed a solid defender back there. But we get very close there, and some weird touches. He couldn't keep down the ball there. I'm not sure who that was. I'm pretty sure that was the right winger. He crossed it in. The goalkeeper almost parried it out for a corner, but it was too much of a poor cross, and it didn't go to anyone in the end. But they get a corner here in the 45th minute, and Jordi Massip comes up with a really good save considering. Oh well, look at his height. I think he's only about 5'11", maybe 6 foot, and we go into half time at 0-0, and they could have easily scored from that corner, because Jordi Massip is certainly not a good goalkeeper. And maybe you'll see later on, but we're going into this. We've got a lot of possession, of course. It's Barcelona. What do you expect? They had 2 shots from on target, Melbourne Hearts, so they were definitely dominating the game. And we had to change something at half time, because Juan Roman, I wanted to keep him on, and he scored 2 in the last friendly, I think, and that was against, I think it was, I'm not sure, FC Sounders, or it's some K-League team. I'm not sure who it was though. But I decided to bring on Javi Espinosa, as he looked like quite a solid player, although he's only 62 rated. He's got really good physical stats. Not that good technical, but he's still young. He's still got a lot of growth in him, and that's the thing with this team. This team starts off very low overall, but they've got a lot of potential in them, that's for sure. And in the 49th minute here, they get very, very unlucky, and they hit the post. And I'm not sure if Jordi Massip had that, I'm not sure, but they were putting a lot of pressure on in the second half. And that's just poor defending right there, and poor goalkeeping. Like, maybe I should have come out with a goalkeeper, maybe I shouldn't. But Jordi Massip, it slips underneath him, and I'm not sure what Jetty was doing there. He was just kind of running around like a headless chicken. But it was a bit unfortunate that they scored there. But I was still determined to score, and Dani Nieto gets the ball here, and crossing for you, off balance. Of course it's going to go into the back of the net. Marco Bueno getting his debut goal. What a great way to get it. Putting us up to 1-1. Bringing us back into the game, and that's really, really good, because we were really not in this game that much, and to be able to score that late on in the game was really good for me. And, you know, I was starting to kind of get a feel for the team, and it was only then that I'd realised that I had it on high pressure the whole time. And, you know, that was the reason probably why I conceded that goal, because I had no defence. They were just attack minded. They just didn't know what they were doing. But in the 88th minute here, no cuts in the clips. We go through again. Danny Nieto is such a solid player. Crosses it in, and we almost get a goal there. And then Bueno, I think that is, yeah, Marco Bueno, once again having a really good shot on goal, but unfortunately it couldn't go into the back of the net. It was hit straight at the goalkeeper, but it was really good. I don't know, it looked like a kind of like a finesse shot, but it's kind of a weird new animation, I think. But Agustin Carr, the Portuguese man, crosses it in. Ajeti has a volley. Maybe that was a poor decision there, I don't know. But in the 90th minute here, they have one last corner, and luckily we managed to get that out, and that's full time, and we drew that game 1-1, which is a good result considering we weren't in the game that much, and it's a friendly as well, so it's not too much of a problem. Just getting a feel for the team, but you can see we had 5 shots and 5 on target. The possession was a bit more even in that second half. They were bringing it back into the game, and we were as well with our shots. But I had a lot of players on my mind, but I wasn't really sure who to sign. But you can see there we've got 41 million. So if you've got any suggestions, then please let me know. Of course, I had to change the weekly wage budget a little bit more, so it'd be a bit more balanced. But I'm thinking of bringing in, I don't know, I'm thinking of bringing in Munain, because I really want to try him on this career mode, and as he's Spanish and he's under 24, you know, he fits the criteria. And we're going into another friendly here though, first of all against Avellino. I'm not sure if they're a Saudi team. I don't know what they are. I think they're a Ligue 1 or Ligue 2 team, but we take the lead just before half-time with Juan Roman after conceding. And, you know, we were winning this game. We were in good stead. We had Miguel Banús in goal. I think he's our worst goalkeeper, and it showed, because in the 85th minute we conceded a goal. You know, another draw. It's not too much of a problem. We won our first game 4-1, but, you know, it could have been better for sure. And I'd inquired into a lot of people for sure. And first of all, Real Zaragoza, sorry. I inquired about Alvaro, and he looked like a really good centre back. And, you know, his wages are only 20,000 a week, so, you know, that's quite good for us. And I was really keen on bringing him in, because we needed a bit more solidity at the centre back spot. You know, we had some good players, but they're future players. That's what this whole Barcelona B team is about. Future stars. That's what it's about. And Sergio Canales, I was interested in. Munain. This is a whole short list here of all the players that I searched for, and some of them are just other players that I was just interested in, but like Mark Stendera. But I'm not going to bring him in because he's not Spanish, and he's, you know, he's not going to fit the criteria. And Parejo, I know he's 24, but, you know, 24 and under is alright. And Pedro Obiang, he looks like a really good centre defensive mid. I looked at his stats on Foothead. He looks like a really good player. Same with Ruben Pardo. And I think, no, this guy's not Spanish, he's English. I'm not sure why he's on my short list, and, you know, I should probably get him off there. But this guy with the ridiculously long name, Kepa Arrizabalaga, he looks like a really good goalkeeper. A lot of potential in him. I think he's 66 overall at the moment, but he's got potential of about 85, so that's really good to see. Hugo Mallo is a right back, and Morata, he was a player that I was looking to bring in the QPR Career Mode series, but I never managed in doing so. But hopefully we can bring him in, because I really want to try and see what kind of player he is. And, you know, some of these random players were on my shortlist, so I probably should have taken them off, but I didn't feel it was necessary to. But hopefully we can sign some players in this episode. That would be really good. If we can't, then there's always the next episode, which is fine. But Sergio Canales, according to Valencia, is apparently worth 15 million. So, you know, if we can pick him up for a lot less than that, then that would just be fantastic. We've got a lot of centre mids anyway. I want a centre attacking mid, kind of a versatile player that can play in the CM or centre attacking mid role, because that would just be really good. And although the only problem is he's got 3 years and 11 months on his contract, so he might be a bit expensive to pick up, but Munain hopefully won't be, even though apparently he's valued at 17.5 million. I'm hoping we can pick him up for a lot less because, you know, I don't know. He's only got 1 year remaining on his contract, or 2 years actually, 1 year and 11 months. But he's not a solid player in FIFA 13, but hopefully he will be, as I'm pretty sure he's got the finesse shot trait, so that will be very, very useful. But they only wanted 3.8 million Real Sociedad for Ruben Pardo, which was very, very cheap, and I decided to offer 1.8 million. And I think it was Juan Roman. I can't remember. No, it was Paul Calvet, I think. Although I was tempted to offer Javi Espinoza. Oh, I did offer him. Why did I offer Javi Espinoza? I don't know. I really liked him, so hopefully they reject that and I can offer them something else. But for the goalkeeper here, let's just call him the goalkeeper for now, because pronouncing that name is just another length in my life. But I think, yeah, I offered 525,000 plus Jordi Masip, because Jordi Masip wasn't solid in that game that I played, and I'm hoping to offload him and bring him in, as he'll be a first team goalkeeper. And Morata, they wanted, I think it was 8 million, and I wasn't willing to offer that. And, you know, I wanted to keep that young, pacey black guy because he looked like a really solid future player. He's only 18 as well, and he's already 65 overall. So he's got a lot of potential in him. I can't wait to start using him even more. And Parejo, once again, they wanted Valencia CF. I think this was a different player actually from Valencia. I offered Agustincar and 6.5 million in the hope that I could get him. And Pedro Obiang, they wanted 10 million for him, which is quite a lot, but you know, he's only just signed a new contract, so that's probably why, but I'm hoping I can pick him up for a little bit less. Once again, 5 million plus Agostino Carr, as Agostino Carr is a solid player, but I want to offload him and get a better replacement in at the CDM spot. But Hugo Mallo is a right back I was interested in. I was tempted in offering Patrick, but I didn't really want to, so I offered Sergi Huste, I think it is, plus 4.5 million. So hopefully we can pick him up. And, you know, I was still inquiring about a lot of other people and no luck was coming from it. So that's a little bit disappointing. And you can see that we're not going to be signing a player in this episode. You know, transfer offer unacceptable again from Real Zaragoza. They want a little bit more, but they don't want Carles Pianos, which I was hoping I could get rid of him. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. And I wasn't really sure who to offer here. I was a little bit tempted to offer a young centre-back, but I think in the end I offered Sergi Samper because he didn't look like a player that I would be playing that often. But guys, if you've enjoyed this episode of the Barcelona B Career Mode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another episode. Thanks for watching.